Hey Scorpio, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your September 11 separation read. I know I'm a little late. Thank you for your patience. And we are in Mercury retrograde. We've just had a full moon in Pisces. So, intuition could be off the charts. Definitely a lot of shedding going on. There could be some problems in communication because it's retrograde in Libra. Could also be feeling very, very tired. Could be experiencing headaches. So let's see what we got for Scorpio and love for September. Well, right off the bat, we have, I'm sorry. I know you're watching me. Okay, stalker alert. I focused on you instead of my grief. So we have somebody who's become enlightened about maybe some actions that they've been taking toward you. Looks like projection. Looks like a little bit of separation issue with obsession. And apologies because they've become enlightened about what they've been doing. So when you know better, you do better, right? So this person knows better. Now they're going to attempt to do better. But let's see what we've got. Relationship issues for sure. We've got the Hierophant here along with the Hanged Man. So at one point they were in a rut. It didn't seem like their behavior was going to change. But now moving forward, since they've had this light bulb moment, you can expect for them to display changes coming towards you maybe over the month. Okay? So let's just get down to it. Let's use these. We haven't used these in a while. See what's going on with your partner. Voila, moving forward. King of Wands is moving forward past all of this destruction, all of these issues here with a little more courage than before, walking away from something that has been keeping them stagnated or keeping them in a state of a rut, like this card up here indicates, a rut, unchanging, in their beliefs or their attitude towards someone else, towards stability, walking towards stability. So let's see what's going on with your partner. Show me. Okay, we got one, anxiety. Sometimes if you don't let go, you get dragged. And sometimes if you do not face or acknowledge what the universe is sending you, they will keep sending it to you until you do. So anxiety and trying to avoid things. Show me Scorpio's lover. Show me Scorpio's lover. Anxiety because they were blocking out, just as I said, blocking out what was being presented to them. Holding back. Hermit, here today, gone tomorrow. When they get triggered, goodbye, right? They can cut somebody off, or they want to cut somebody off when they become triggered. And you're at the central part of this cluster of cards, Scorpio. So moving away from progress. But now it looks like, Scorpio, they are moving toward progress with you because they've become enlightened about their own behavior. So let's kind of see what's going on with you. There we go. All right, show me Scorpio. Scorpio's juggling. Scorpio. Scorpio's trying to find that inner strength, right? That courage. The Empress. Okay. So Scorpio's kind of over here saying, you're not going to make me come out of my character for you. I'm looking for inner strength. Here today, gone tomorrow. The only thing that you're teaching me by doing that is to live without you. And so Scorpio says, thank you for the lesson. Thank you for making me stronger and better and faster, right? It doesn't look like you're anticipating that there's any romance coming your way, Scorpio. So this might catch you kind of out of the blue with this person. They're coming in. They've had a light bulb moment. You're not anticipating ever speaking to them again or seeing them again. But remember where we are, okay? Pisces moon asks us to shed, right? To shed, to leave things behind. Mercury retrograde brings the past back into our energy so that we're able to learn lessons that we may have missed previously. So if this person's coming back during Mercury retrograde, that doesn't necessarily mean, oh, it's a karmic lesson. It doesn't necessarily mean that. But I would be paying special attention to repeated patterns with this person, repeated feelings with this person. When you're around this person, what feelings come up, and have you felt these things before with this person? Those things are your karmic lessons. So just try to make the differentiation. But let's see what's going on between the two of you. Balance, peace, harmony. Okay, if things are harmonious or will be harmonious moving forward. Now we have the Emperor and the Empress. So part of what was destroying the peace and harmony in this situation was control, right? Somebody wanted control of the situation. They wanted to, when they became triggered in conversations. It's funny, I was just talking to somebody today about when a person avoids confrontation or they walk out of the room, with the idea that, oh, I'm not going to argue with you anymore. That's a person who's trying to regain control of the conversation. They're trying to regain control of the situation. And so when somebody gets triggered and they want to haul ass out of the room or they want to cut the conversation short, they're trying to regain control of the situation. So this person over here, this Emperor, excuse me, wants to regain control of this situation. And remember up here, when we were talking about someone becoming enlightened about their behavior, someone becoming enlightened about the fact that they project onto others what's actually going on with them. So this person has become aware, okay, of what they've been doing to try to maintain control in this situation. And again, you cannot control a Scorpio, okay? The only time, all right, that you can control a Scorpio is when they want you to control them. But if Scorpio allows you to control them, they usually have an agenda behind that. So just remember, if the Scorpio is letting you take the lead, they have a reason for it. And they can cut that off and flip that script at any moment on you because you have been showing them all along the way your vulnerabilities, your soft spots, your belly. You've been showing your belly to them the whole time, and they've been taking note of that and filing it away. That's the way Scorpio operates. So Scorpio, you may have allowed this person to exhibit those behaviors to show you what you needed to see. This person, though, is becoming aware of their projections onto you and the idea that ghosting you or not talking to you anymore out of the blue or whatever is a control mechanism. My ear's ringing when I'm talking about that just now. So they have been using silence as a means of control. But Scorpio, you probably already know that. I mean, I envision Scorpio sitting there smiling to themselves every time this person decides not to talk to them or to ghost them for a while or whatever. I think the only reason that you've been hanging on, and you're not anticipating this person coming back either, because I think that this was the last straw for you, was because you could see through all of that shit and know exactly what they were doing. But there's some sort of connection here between the two of you. That's the only reason, Scorpio, you continue to entertain it. So, with that being said, let's see what the blocks for your partner are. I'm feeling much better, y'all. I was sick as a dog. Okay, sick. Then I went to Houston and to visit my cousin and almost got my car jacked. I mean, it was wild. It's been a wild first part of September for me. So this person blocks is that they throw up fronts, right? Because they don't want you to see the real them, but they forget they're dealing with the Scorpio. So I don't know who they're trying to fool. It's kind of like the Wizard of Oz behind the man behind the curtain, right? They don't think you can see them. But Scorpio's been seeing them for quite some time. So their deception and communication is this withholding. That's their block. They know it's dysfunctional. They've been knowing it's dysfunctional for a while. They're trying, though, with this devil in reverse to overcome that dysfunction. So they've become aware of their ways, right? So let's kind of see what the blocks for Scorpio are. Remember, Scorpios out there, I'm just the messenger, okay? Scorpio, you're kind of like the thrill is gone a little bit. Your Princess of Cups is in the reverse, so you're not anticipating your Knight of Cups is in the reverse. You're not anticipating anything else to move forward with this, and I think you feel betrayed because this person does this. It's kind of a pattern that they do this. And you're kind of looking toward another direction over here, kind of looking like, you know, what should I invest my time in, you know? Should I continue to try to invest my time in somebody who is, every time they get their hair lip, they're going to roam on to the other room, or they're going to, you know, cut the conversation off? It's like you don't get any closure and you don't make any progress. And Scorpio needs closure. Scorpio can make their own closure. It looks like that's what you're moving toward, but Scorpio likes to see beginning and ends to things. That's part of transition. That's part of this death card, right? And so they prevent you from being able to make any progress with closure or make any breakthroughs either in the relationship. No progress whatsoever. And so I think, Scorpio, you're saying here, you know, I want something stable. I want something that I can invest my time and energy into. And I can't invest in something that's not there, right? I can't invest in somebody who is here today and then in 3 days from now, you say something or do something that triggers them and they want to regain control because they're insecure, right? And because they don't know how to face their own things and they don't know how to communicate, that you don't hear from them for 3 months or some bullshit like that, right? So Scorpio, you're over here saying, look, I want to invest in something here that is going to grow, that I can take care of, that I can nurture. So let's see how they're feeling about you. They feel, I mean, they're a little bit on the defense. They know that they are not the victim. And Scorpio, you know they're not the victim too. This is something about loss here. They've been on the defensive with you because they've suffered some sort of a loss here, and they're trying to get out of victim mentality. And so their idea of taking control of the situation is to be on the defensive, you know, and to ghost and And so they feel like they have to defend themselves with you, Scorpio, because Scorpio, you can see past all of that. And you know why they do what they do. And you've been around long enough to know why they do what they do. And you have been around long enough to note a significant change in this person from before this happened to them into now. And it's almost like a change of personality has happened within this person, because they are very different today than they were before this happened to them. So for whoever it relates to out there, I think, Scorpio, that's why you continue to exhibit patience and understanding in the situation, because you knew them before. And you're hoping to kind of see a glimmer of that person again. But they are on the defensive with you because they know you know. So, I mean, however that applies to you guys out there, they know you know. And so I think they've been on the defensive with you. This person also might, of course, indulge in things in order to cope with the situation, kind of self-medication type deal. But this is in the reverse, and so they're trying to come out of that. Some of them may be in rehab. Some of them may be in some sort of therapy, some counseling, whatever. So they're trying to come out of this self-medication stage. Ten of Cups. They know that you are the only one who can understand them, who can get them, who can emotionally fulfill them. They know that. But their state of mind, you know, since this thing happened to them, their state of mind has not been so great, and it's not been so stable. And you're on a break. Yes, we know that by the Hermit card. But I think that they themselves know that there's a lack in this situation because of their mental stability, the state of where they are in their head right now. They know that that's creating lack here. So how do they feel about you? Ten of Cups. They know that you emotionally fulfill them. They want to put in the work. But there's kind of been a road that they've traveled here on a solo basis. Now, I mean, without Scorpio solo, that they have to kind of come back from. And it's almost like a prodigal son type of situation. So let's see kind of what they're thinking. Oh, okay. They know, but they're not saying that you're the only one for them. You're the only one who knows them on that deep level. You're the only one who ever got them on that level. And there's an understanding here between the two of you, sort of an unspoken understanding that, yeah, there may be anger, maybe some resentment. There may be some like, you know what, I'm tired of your bullshit kind of stuff over here, but you will always gravitate back to each other because of the type of the connection that you have. And also knowing that I'll always have your back. I may not like who you are right now. I may not want to put up with your drama anymore, but I will always have your back. They know that, and they're counting on that. Okay, yeah, nurturing love. Nurturing love is what they're thinking here. That even though things have gone on, that you still love them on some core level here inside. You know, and that you will always be there for them to nurture them. Now, you're done with them trying to control the narrative, and you're done with them trying to control the conversation. But if they needed you, you would be there for them. And it doesn't have to be in a sex romantic type of way. It just has to be in a way that you know the person and you've known the person and there's a history here, right? Let's see what their intentions are. Okay, they're going to come point blank to you with the idea that they've sort of been having battles, right? They've been battling with something. And they want to see if there's still a spark there between the two of you. And they want to know the truth. Do you still love me? Are you able to still love me? Am I going to be having the victory that I hope for in this situation? Am I going to be able to move forward? Was I right? Or are you truly, truly done with me in that fashion? Let's see what they're afraid to tell you. What is Scorpio's lover afraid to tell Scorpio? I think they're afraid that you're going to judge them because they've had a few things, as in people, over the years, right? I think they're kind of afraid that because they've been this hit it and quit it shit over here that you're going to be like, no. Or that you may be resentful of that, or you may be upset about that. And this is kind of like, for those of you out there that resonate with the twin flame journey, these are the karmics. This represents the karmics that they've had over the years, or over the whatever period of time you've been separated this time around. Are you going to judge me? Are you going to take me back? Are you going to think that I'm unclean? Are you going to think that I'm unclean for you now because I've been with other people? They're afraid to talk about that with you. I think they're also afraid to talk about the slowness and the progress and how they pump the brakes every now and then, and how they don't communicate with you for long periods of time. And third-party situations. Maybe, sometimes masculine energies, and I'm sure feminine energies can do it too, but it's more, it's more with the masculines, right? That the masculine oftentimes has a karmic and they want their divine counterpart at the same time. So they may have been buttering you up, blah, 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 between the ears, while they were with someone else physically. So sometimes the masculine wants to have their cake and they want to eat it too. And that's kind of what this Three of Cups card is here. They want to talk about, they are aware of their behavior now. And they know that what they did was wrong. And it was an illusion before they became enlightened. Again, you've got this enlightenment card about who you are to them. And so I think here what they're saying is they themselves know that they've been the one for the conflict in this situation, that they've caused the conflict in this situation, and they want to make it right. So let's see kind of what a final outcome is, or can be potentially. Healing, forward movement, communication breaks wide open, passion is renewed, progress is made, stability is had, the offer comes, making plans to move forward. We've got what it takes. Damn, that's a damn good outcome, Scorpio, and I'm happy finally we've got an outcome like that. Lord Almighty. So let's see what they may want to say to you, okay? Your situation is complicated. I don't feel equipped to handle it. I think that's kind of what you've been saying to them in a way that, look, dude, I can't deal with your drama anymore. Every 5 minutes, there's a new episode over there. I have financial concerns. I just don't know how to make this work, right? Okay, I think that was on your person's part here, that there may have been some financial issues that they weren't sure how to make go, right? I fear commitment. I've not had good experiences in relationships, right? Trying to make you the mistress of the three-party situation here. You know, three's a crowd. You can come across so confident. My confidence is a front. Absolutely, Scorpio, that's what they're saying to you. That they are not as confident, and it's alarming for them, okay, how you can see through all of these walls and facades, you know, that they try to put up that no one else can really see through, right? But Scorpio can. And so it makes them nervous, right? How does Scorpio know me so well? How do they know before I even say? That's what's been going on. So it makes them a little bit nervous, okay? So I think in a way, you know, dial it back a little bit. Yeah, dial it back a little bit. So let's get some love cards on it and see what they have to say. Honesty is essential, okay? And you have a 9. Let's close out these cycles of ghosting when you get triggered and you don't want to talk or you don't want to communicate. Let's close those down. Practice compassion. Scorpio, you've been practicing compassion with this person. You've been there for them because you know what's happened here. You know that there's been a history here. You've been practicing compassion. But when Scorpio is in a mindset in which they're done with somebody's bullshit, there ain't no more compassion to be had. But Scorpio, you will be faced with a choice with this person again to decide whether or not you want to grant that compassion back to them. Ask for help. I mean, I think this is kind of like a change is coming, yes. But I think this is kind of like, hey, you're going to have to help me out. I mean, I don't know what's going on with you. One day you're here, we have a conversation, and then for 6 months, I don't even know where you're at. You're going to have to help me out here and tell me what's been going on. I think that's kind of what this is saying, right? But let's see kind of how they feel about you in the bedroom. As you know, that's probably coming. Universe, show me how the Scorpios love you. Oh, okay. Lots of fantasy action with you. Even when you're not there, you're still there, right? Somebody knows that they were kind of selfish in this relationship and in the bedroom as well, could have been. They want a lighthearted, flirty kind of feel to this situation, but again, there's some issue with this person and needing to exhibit control, even in the bedroom, right? So there's some deep-seated issue with control here. So let's see kind of, and again, they're becoming enlightened about it, right? But, I mean, things tend to come out in the bedroom, right? So let's see what their desire is. Oh, spontaneity, right? They desire spontaneity. They admire how you carry yourself, Scorpio. That's one of the turn-ons for them, is that there's an elegance, there's a level of class. You're not a trashy type of person. So they kind of enjoy watching you. They enjoy watching you, and they want spontaneity. That may be one of their little trips, right? One of their little kinks. You may already know that because they could very well be the type of person who watches you, period, right? And that might be something that they enjoy. Okay. So let's kind of see, get some more love cards here. Let's see. Show the Scorpio on their lover. Free yourself from the patterns of the past, of course. Chemistry, of course, there's chemistry here. There always will be. No doubt about it. Romantic feelings. You deserve love. So you deserve love. So remember earlier when I talked about karmics coming back into your life, but this is not a karmic relationship. But for those of you who resonate with that, what you need to be looking out for is not the time of arrival. It's the pattern with which they present themselves to you. Does this pattern seem familiar? Does it look like it's changing? Does it look like it's the same old shit? And if it looks like the same old shit, there is karmic lesson here that needs to be learned. Past life relationships, you've known each other before, duh. But this is talking about loving yourself first, right? Putting yourself before this and saying to yourself, is this in alignment with me right now? Is this going to get me closer to my goal? Is this going to get me closer to where I want to be here? Or is this person going to take me backwards? Right? Is this outside of the stuff that I'm focusing on? Is this lesson something that I've had a battle in the past with this person? And if the answer is yes, then you need to be looking out for number one. Let's get some advice on it for you. Clean it up. Again, a 3. Is it in alignment with my life as it is today? Is this person going to be bringing me a lot of chaos? Am I going to have to continue to chase after something that is never going to be? Or is it going to bring me peace? I mean, I know that it's meant to be, but is it meant to be right now? So these are questions that you need to ask yourself when this person returns, talking about whatever it is they're talking about, right? Is this making me progress? You know, or is this going to take me backwards? So, Scorpio, that's what I have for you guys. And thanks for your patience and waiting for your video. And I'll see y'all later.